Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making some homemade pita bread. You can do your sandwiches, you can do your barbecues, you can have it with your dips. They're ideal to make up in advance and keep them in the freezer, and whenever you want them you just take them out. So first of all, let's get going. We need packet of yeast, instant maya, packet of yeast. Pour that into your bowl. Maya is yeast. And then we're going to put a teaspoon of sugar, sheker, and a teaspoon of salt. We've got lukewarm water, so it's just warm water into your bowl. You just give that a little mix. You want the yeast to be activated. Into that I'm just going to put a little bit of flour as well, just a tablespoon of flour. Just mix that up into a little paste. And what we want to do is just leave that just for about 5-10 minutes for it to start activating, and then we'll add the rest of the flour in. As you can see, it's like bubbling up, and that's what we want. So I'm just going to give this a rest for about 5 minutes, and then I'll come back. So after 5 minutes, you can tell that it's starting to activate. At this stage now I'm going to go ahead and add my flour in. I normally just do it by just guessing, but just so that you've got some sort of idea of measurements, I'm going to do 3 mugs full. So I've got a mug here, so I'm just going to fill it up like so. I like to do like 3 mugs full. That's 1. That's 2. So that's 3 mugs. And then what we want to do is mix this up, add in water accordingly. You can use any flour, mine is just all-purpose flour, but you can use a wholemeal flour, you can do a mixture, however you want it. So now all I'm doing is a little bit of water at a time and mixing it up. In fact, we can get rid of the spoon now and just do it by our hands. Just want to mix this up until we get it into nice one lump of dough and a clean plate. So you know when it takes it all round and you've got a round bowl of dough and it wipes up everything off the plate, that's the texture that I want to get to. So just a little bit more water. So I've put about a cup and a half of water, but 1.5 cups of water, warm water, but obviously I'm not going to use it all, I'm just going to use what it takes. So keep mixing it up until we get into a nice ball. So it's coming along now, as you can see. I'm going to use both hands now. It's picking up all the bits around your bowl, so you've got this is the texture you want to get to. So it's picked up all around the bowl and it's not really sticking to your hands. It's just picking up everything around. So at this stage now, what you want to do is just cover it up and leave it to rest for about an hour and two. It all depends on how warm the room is. If it's warm, then it will be done in no time, an hour. If it's cold, then it could take up to 2 hours. If you are in a cold place, you can always warm up the oven and then turn it off, and then just put this in a cool, warm oven and leave it. But we're in a hot place, so I'm just going to cover it up now with cling film and leave it to rest and rise and double its size. So let's get a cling film. Cover it up. And then get a clean towel and just cover it up like so. I mean, you can get a couple of tea towels and just cover it up like so. Let it rest and double its size, and then we'll come back. Okay, as you can see, it has doubled its size. So what we're doing now, taking the cling film out. Just put a handful of olive oil. It's about 2 tablespoons, or 3 tablespoons, and then just start to work on it and just keep kneading it for about 5-6 minutes. So after having worked on it for about 5 minutes, what we want to do now is lightly flour our surface and put our pastry on that. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to roll it out so that I can divide it into equal pieces. So that's all I'm doing. Just want to divide it into equal pieces, and then we can get our dough ready for our pita bread. So get your cutter and just cut them into equal pieces. Roughly. And then what we do is you get hold of your pastry and just get them into circle bits, and then just like so. And then what you do is put them on the surface and then get your cling film and just cover them up and then leave them to rest for about 10 minutes. So I'm going to continue doing this, wrapping them up and like just putting a cling film on top of them, and then I'll come back once I've done them all and they've rested for 10 minutes. So they're all been made into little pastry balls, and now cover them up with the cling film and also the towel and leave it for 10 minutes to rest. Okay, as you can see, they've rested quite nicely and has risen again. At this stage, what you want to do is get one at a time, leaving the others covered up still. And what we want to do is open our pastry. But I think I'm going to have to move these up a bit, so let me just move these up a bit to give myself a room. Okay, I've just moved them up, so again, we keep them covered up, so we take them out one at a time. Just slightly dust your surface and grab hold of your rolling pin, and then just shape them. So all you want to do is gently press on it, and I've only made small ones. You can make them large if you wanted, or you could make them into oblong shape, but all I want is just little circle ones. So to me this is fine. You don't want to make them too thick, so you can see how we're going to do them. That sort of thickness, that sort of shape. And then again, we're going to put it on the surface and leave them to rest for about 10 minutes before we start cooking them. So all you're doing is just basically turning them around, giving them shape. If you wanted to make them oblong, then instead of keep turning it and make it a bit long like so. So when you make them oblong, then you can cut them in half and put your fillings in that way. So that would be your oblong shape. Like I said, I haven't made that big, but you can make them a bit larger to make it larger, but this is ideal for us. So I'm going to continue making them all, covering them up with a towel, and then I'll come back to you after 10 minutes of them being rested. Okay, so once you get all your shapes done, I've done a couple of oblong ones like that and some circle ones. What we want to do is again cover them up. Just cover them up with a clean towel and let them rest for 10 minutes, and then I'll come back. Okay, after having waited further 10 minutes, we're now going to start to cook them, but covering them up as we go along. So we're taking one at a time and cooking them. So, right, so in a frying pan, and just put your cooker on, bring it to heat, and then what we do is we get hold of them one at a time. Wait till your pan is hot, and then we just drop it in like that, covering the rest of them up. And as you can see, they're starting to bubble up. What we want to do is cook it on both sides for a couple of minutes at a time. Just tossing it around a couple of times. As you can see, it's starting to bubble up. Don't know if you can actually see that. It sort of bubbles up like so, lifting up and separating, so you get a nice pocket inside, and that's what we're looking for. And then what you want to do is you're taking them out and you grab hold of the towel, put it inside, and then as we're taking them out, you're covering them up with a clean towel. So you're just covering them up like so with a towel. So next, let's do an oblong one next. The pan is now hot, so again it rises up into a nice bubble. Again, we're going to put that in a tea towel, wrap it up, and then off we go onto our next one. Like so. Right, so keep doing that until they're all done. The only thing is, if you do get a lot of, if you get any flour into your frying pan, then just get a kitchen towel, Kleenex, and just wipe it away so that you don't get no burning smell. And now we've got the last one. So let's mark the last one now. All the others are in here. Keep him warm with a towel. So here we are. Our PIDE are done. They're very hot. Like I said, I've done some oblong shapes and some round ones. They're hot. But just to show you, we could either, I said these oblong ones, you can cut them in half, like so, and then see how the pockets are. You've got nice little pockets to put your beef burgers, your kebabs, your hummus fillings, your, you know, whatever. Making a sandwich for the kids. They're very soft and very tasty. And then like the round ones, they are, like I said, they are very hot. What you do is you just cut it like so. And then again, you've got a nice soft bread to fill in whatever you like. So that's it. You can either do them circles or oblongs, or even do oblongs. I mean, in the kebab shops you get them cut this way again, and then they do their doner kebab or shish kebab in like so. That's it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you give it a go. Like I said, you can always make them, and once they're cold you can freeze them, so you can put you know, a few in a bag and freeze them, and then whenever you wanted to take them out and just pop them in either on top of the grill and turn them, or in a toaster, just a couple of minutes, and they will come out lovely. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you have, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks again. Bye bye.